Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Poems I Love podcast. My name is Adedolapo Ogunwuyi, and I'll be reading two poems I encountered when I was in secondary school. So, the first one is Vanity by Birago Diop, and the second one is Crossing the Bar by Alfred Tennyson. So, let's begin. Vanity by Birago Diop. If we tell gently, gently, all that we shall one day have to tell, who then will hear our voices without laughter? Sad complaining voices of beggars. Who indeed will hear them without laughter? If we cry roughly over our torment, ever increasing from the start of things, what eyes will watch our large mouths, shaped by the laughter of big children? What eyes will watch our large mouths? What hearts will listen to our clamoring? What ear to our pitiful anger, which grows in us like a tumor, in the black depths of our plaintive throat? When our dead come with their dead, when they have spoken to us with their clumsy voices, just as our ears were deaf to their cries, to their wide appeals, just as our ears were deaf, they have left on the air their cries, in the air, on the water, where they have traced their signs. For us, blind, deaf, and unworthy sons, who see nothing of what they have made, in the air, on the water, where they have traced their signs. And since we do not understand our dead, since we have never listened to their cries, if we weep gently, gently, if we cry roughly over our torment, what heart will listen to our clamoring? What ear to our sobbing heart? So that's Vanity by Birago Diop. So when I actually read this poem when I was in secondary school, I felt small because if you look at the content of the poem, it is telling us as human beings that we are proud and we always refuse to listen to the voices of our ancestors. We just feel like we know everything, whereas we know nothing. So, from the poem, I learned to be humble, and then to live, to learn, and then to listen to my elders. So, I'll read the second one now, which is Crossing the Bar by Alfred Tennyson. Sunset and evening star, and one clear call for me. And may there be no morning of the bar when I put out to sea. But such a tide as moving seems asleep, too full for sand and foam. When that withdrawal drift from our wordless deep turns again home, twilight and evening bell, and after that the dark. And may there be no sadness of farewell when I am back from out of our bone of time and place. The flood may bear me far. I hope to see my pilot face to face when I have crossed the bar. Okay, so this poem is about death. And when I read it then, I was just a young girl who knew nothing about death. Then I actually saw death as something scary. But after a few years that I went back to this poem, I realized that death is scary, fine, but it's more like a journey as it was described here. So it's more about hope that after death, there is some place that we are going to that is peaceful. So that is the end. Thank you for listening. Once again, I'm Adedolapo Ogunwuyi, and these are the poems I love.